Greetings, gentle viewers.
And howdy, howdy.
Meh. I am just in a ridiculously bad mood after seeing all that. Oh, it's so sad. It's so tragic. You're a horrible victim, Masaru Daimon. I mean, it's not that he wasn't, but you produce a mountain of corpses and my sympathy drops drastically. We've been saying these kids are victims, and then perhaps the children enforcing the penalty of the game, or possibly worse than at
Warriors of Hope.
At least like Masaru and Jotaro, who appear to be the most simple-minded and least spiteful of them.
Right.
Who am I supposed to have sympathy for? Komaru, sure. Toko, yeah, she earned it. I mean, there's the whole genocide Jack thing, but you know what? They've been dealing with that really well. So props to everybody, props to Toko, props to Byakuya, props to Komaru, but
Once you produce a literal mountain of corpses, I feel like your point has lost all meaning.
Well, he didn't have a point. Masaru didn't have a point. Shingetsu or Monaca are the ones who have this sort of ideological thing going on, but the others, or at the very least, Masaru and Jotaro don't. So anyway, like I said, I just feel nasty. I don't feel sad. I don't feel determined.
Right?
I don't feel angry. I just feel kind of grossed out and bad. So, speaking of dirty, gross, weird, and bad, we're the Bittersweet Gamers, and Stab Waifu, apparently.
I refuse to respond to that clear provocation.
And I'm the Opinionator. Okay, let's go.
I thought I was a goner for sure that time.
This is really good that we defeated one of the Warriors of Hope and have failed to be killed. It's also really good that we can't get on the subway, take it out of town, and explode, killing all of us.
Yes, that is true.
But we don't know what we're going to do next.
Oh, I'm sure some convenient plot hook will dangle by.
Wait. Maybe Gundam's sister will show up and die.
Oh.
Really, you can only get away with, like, sprouting a sibling of a character of another cast member so many times. We'll see. It's fine so far. I have no complaints.
Well, Akane did mention she had plenty of little sisters and brothers.
Toko, what happened? Are you hurt?
No, she's just frustrated because I haven't used her yet.
Even though I met one of the ringleaders, I couldn't even get any information out of him.
Yeah, well done.
Like where Master Byakuya is, and about that person as well.
Yeah! It's kind of surprising she's actually taking her responsibility as a future Foundation intern this seriously.
I think she's actually been legitimately and genuinely positively influenced by Byakuya. That's amazing! I'm really impressed by Toko. I guess generally speaking now, I just have to have an extremely high opinion of her in general. Can I say general some more?
Generally, yeah.
That person?
You know, the person who leads an army, a general.
I'm no good. I'm such a worthless girl. Just trash. An idiotic piece of filth.
Even if you could have interrogated him, there's no way that Masaru would have known anything of import.
Oh, yeah.
No, you're not. Hey, you're not no good trash, and you aren't ugly either.
I didn't say ugly. Don't throw stuff in there on your own.
Sorry, that was just spur of the moment.
Like she said before, I didn't ask if you thought I was gross. I asked if you thought I was weird.
While we bicker like this, those brats are probably torturing Master Byakuya. Writhing in.
Okay, we can just stop this line of thought, please?
Oh, human filth! Ah!
Oh my god. I do not feel comfortable with this.
I won't give in. She's on her way to save me right now. She'll save me. I believe in her. I believe in Toko Fukawa.
This is bad. This is really bad.
That was actually not nearly as bad as I was expecting.
That was way tamer, yeah.
Yeah, that, sure sounds bad. Anyway, where do we go from here? The subway turned out to be a trap. Where else can we even go?
How about instead of asking me all the time, you use your own brain for once?
But...
Well, I guess you're better than you were before. At least now you want to survive.
You know, progress.
Just stay focused and pay attention to your surroundings.
Huh? Isn't that... If I remember right, that place should have been buried in rubble, right?
Yeah, that was covered in rubble last time we were here.
Maybe Drill Robo had to drill down in there? I don't know. I have no idea.
For whatever reason, it looks as if the debris was cleared away while we were fighting that brat.
It's a game balance thing.
Fair enough.
Then we can get to the subway from there.
You really haven't learned your lesson. Think about it. Isn't it a little too convenient? If this really is just a coincidence, then you're the luckiest girl on the planet.
Do not mention luck to me in a Danganronpa game.
That's her brother.
So, you think this is a trap too?
Yes.
It's not a trap. It's... You'll die.
Well, doesn't that make it a trap?
But if you think about it, something that's obviously a trap might not be a trap, right?
Okay.
Just what is going on in that brain of yours?
If you say it's better not to go, then we won't do it. But...
It's not like I'm telling you not to do it. There's nowhere else to go anyway.
Okay, quit not disagreeing with each other and just move on.
What are these conversations?
I'm just telling you to prepare yourself if it's a trap.
Prepare myself?
Going into a trap knowing it's a trap is way better than going into a trap not knowing it's a trap.
Yes, very much.
In fact, in many cases, it is often beneficial to go into a trap if you know it's a trap.
Okay. Got it.
I hope it has some light at least. Because if it's as dark as I think it is, we are definitely turning around.
It's gonna be all right. I'm with you after all.
So what? Are you just gonna magically turn the lights on or something?
Is this our Shido Kuma from the opening credits?
Whatever role they're supposed to...
What a surprise. I never expected you to be this good.
I'm not going to say anything about this.
Listen up. Stay by my side and I'll protect you for the rest of your life. That's an order. You are the dog and I am the master. You have no right to decline.
I'm not listening to this.
Listening to what? Okay. All right.
I guess we're gonna get one of those for every A rank. It's a wonderful scene with Byakuya.
Oh, good.
What an incentive. I see. Thinking about that title, Crying for Love in Hell, that makes sense when you consider Masaru.
Ah, yeah. Chapter 2!
Legend of the Revolution? Who's it going to be, then?
Well, that looks like a place for a Monokuma to sit.
Yeah, he really did die. Torn to pieces by freaking children.
May his soul rest in peace, rest in peace.
Yeah, I think it's pretty clear that Nagisa is not on the same page as everyone else.
I feel so bad for Masaru. This is just too cruel.
Well, he just doesn't act like a kid, but he still acts like a kid.
Yeah.
He's the one pushing the ideology, and he's the one facilitating a lot of what they're doing, obviously, because they're too random to not have somebody actually doing the practical stuff.
Someone's got to actually organize the organization.
But Nagisa is not nearly as interested in goofing around and playing around.
Yeah.
But he is, however, completely smitten by Monaca.
Right.
But I'm not so sure that means there's such a clear separation between him and them. I don't know about that.
He always acted all big and was a perverted idiot, but he was a pretty good person.
You don't even believe that.
Right?
I remember the time he fixed the air conditioner, and even the chairs and tables too.
Okay.
I was the one who did that.
I didn't think that Masaru, of all people, would be able to do heat and air repair.
Well, I wouldn't think Jotaro would either, but
Why not?
Handy.
Obviously he would be good at stuff like that.
Anyway, he was a good person. Oh Lord, why do the good ones always die first?
She's just acting like this because she saw it on a drama or something.
I despise her.
I should have been the one to die. Might as well. That's how it feels. Like you're trying to hide that you actually think I should have died. 'Cause no one likes me.
Yeah.
But I agree with you. It would be much better for the hated one to die instead of the leader of the Warriors of Hope.
Going by Danganronpa characters popular with the fan base and their fate's logic, then Jotaro is going to survive this game.
Ah, that reminds me. That's totally true. Masaru was the leader, huh?
Well, he's the only one who seemed to actually think that.
What are we to do without our leader?
This is ridiculous. All they did was make fun of him for calling himself the leader, and then he dies, and at least
And they're
Monaca...
still kind of making fun of him.
Yeah, Monaca and Kotoko continue to just utterly trivialize him. It pisses me off.
Well, these children don't understand what it means to die, or they wouldn't have murdered so many people.
Well, I don't know about that. Maybe they do. Like I said, it doesn't make me full of despair. It doesn't make me sad. It's just gross. All this is gross, and this is even grosser, and the situation is utterly horrible. Like I've said plenty of times before now, this is such a twisted, messed up scenario. It's possibly the worst I've ever seen. Like, the most revolting and terrible. Ugh.
Oh, Masaru! Oh no, Monaca is crying. If that's the case, then allow me to join you. Wah! Oh, Masaru! Why? I wanted to play with you!
Oh, if only I went first. Masaru wouldn't have died. I'm a useless loser.
At least Jotaro isn't making fun of him. He's just putting it through his weird kid self-hate lens that he's always done. I don't think that he's lying or being disingenuous.
Right.
I think that the two girls are horrid. And I think that Nagisa is also horrid, but Jotaro isn't like that. He may actually be absolutely horrible,
But the way he's acting so far.
at least he's a guileless, straightforward person. He doesn't sound as bad as the others have been.
Yeah.
And I could be completely wrong, and it could turn out that,
He might even be the worst.
yeah. But so far, I doubt it.
And being locked in a bathroom by Masaru is no excuse. It's my fault for being there. I shouldn't have been pooping in the first place.
Hey now, it's not as if we're positive that Masaru is dead, right?
Even though he was so strong, so full of life, now he's just a chunk of meat.
Like I said, according to the Monokuma kids' report, they did not say he was dead. The report indicated that he was captured by adults, and his status is unknown.
But that's not what we saw.
Yeah.
We didn't see him die either.
That's true, but this means that either they carted him off and then this happened, or the Monokuma kids are lying to them.
I suppose it's interesting regardless of what it is, because it means that either there's somebody else in Toa City agitating, and that's who ran off with him, or...
But unknown, that means he's dead, right?
Or that the kids are not quite as aligned with the Warriors of Hope as anybody thought. Or that they're worse than them, which is also possible.
Huh?
Think back to those talk shows I used to be on when times were peaceful. Hearing status unknown or unconscious, you knew they're probably gonna die anyway.
You don't get to actually try and come up with a worldview based on stuff you saw on TV and don't really understand. All she's literally arguing for is pessimism, and there is no reason for it.
Right.
That's what I always thought anyway.
But even so, if we don't actually confirm it for ourselves...
No, it would be pointless. Our precious Masaru. He's returned to the Earth now.
But we should have someone go look into it, just in case.
It's gonna be useless! Masaru is dead!
The Monaca special technique. It doesn't have to make sense!
A prince who became a star! What is essential is invisible to the eye! My goodness, you made Monaca mad!
Oh, now you're gonna be the hated one, Nagisa. Even more than me.
Now it's Nagisa who's gonna get locked in the bathroom when he poops.
Huh?
But it stopped short! Never to go again!
What are you talking about?
She's just babbling.
When the old man died, you know!
Right, I understand. It's just as you say. Masaru died. That's just what I need to believe.
Well then, now that we all feel the same way, let's say our prayers to Masaru.
I just want to toss her off the flying ship that they're on.
Rest in peace, our hero Masaru. You were a grand leader. You worked your hardest, like a real hero should, though you were a coward. Whew, I feel much better now after a good cry. Okay, now let's get back to the game. Alright, the fun's not over yet!
You want to continue with this?
I don't know, after this scene here, I'm thinking that Nagisa might not be as on board as we suspected.
Is it not more important to work on establishing Paradise further? There are other adults around.
He's actually trying to like follow through with the ideology.
But everyone else is just kind of goofing off.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what his frustration is. That's why he's standing apart from them. Whether he's the originator of this ideology or not, he believes it.
Yeah.
Now, it's absolutely insane. It's crazy and it's foolishness, but Nagisa still believes it. However, nobody else cares about anything.
So irritating.
That's why he's apart.
Yeah.
Nagisa, you don't want to play anymore? Do you hate Monaca now because Monica's just so selfish?
If he doesn't, we do!
No, of course not. We're allies, and we'll create Paradise together after all.
Then, do you like Monaca?
Where did that come from? I hardly think it's appropriate to discuss that now.
So you don't like me?
I hate you so much!
Watching her manipulate these kids is disgusting!
Like I said, it's not that.
You know, Nagisa, that attitude of yours? You're acting just a little bit like an adult.
Well, I suppose I feel a little more sympathy for him now. Nagisa is the sort of person... Oh, I can't remember who it was that said it. It was from kind of early in the 20th century. Some things are so stupid and foolish that only a smart person or an intellectual would ever conceive of doing them.
Huh.
Nagisa reminds me of that. Having said that, I do feel bad for him just getting clubbed around by Monaca and her toadies. Sort of like how Jotaro is way more normal than everybody else here. Like, I kind of feel bad for that. But the problem is, if you take Monaca or Nagisa out of this picture, the Warriors of Hope do nothing. They don't exist.
Yeah, basically.
They can accomplish nothing. Probably Monaca more so than Nagisa. I'm just saying he is important.
Yeah, he must be important, like you said, for the organizational thing, because he's clearly got a brain for it.
Adult?
You're an adult?
Don't be stupid. That's not true. I'll be a kid until I die.
That'll definitely be true if we kill you now.
I would rather die right now than become an adult. Don't you believe me?
Then, do you like me?
I like you.
This music fills me with rage every time I hear it.
Yay! Nagisa likes Monica!
I like you as an ally, with whom I can build paradise. It's not love or anything.
Oh, this is bad. Nagisa is burning up.
Jotaro, you're our priest. Chant some healing magic.
Oh, heaven, change my words to life. Give mercy to the lost soul. Hi-ya!
That face will actually haunt my dreams for at least a week. Hiya!
Then he takes out the hammer and starts whacking Nagisa with it. Be healed by my healing hammer!
Stop that! Don't tease me!
Jeez, don't be so mean to Nagisa.
I think David's about to blow a blood vessel.
No, I remember when I was under 10 years old, I would say these things to adults that were actually... I'm not... Sorry, I'm trying to think of how to say this properly. I would say things to adults that were not normally what a child would say because I was pretty bright as a little kid.
Me too.
I would talk about an actual truth, not like a child. It would make the adults that I said it to just bust out laughing, and that used to make me so angry.
Because they just wouldn't take you seriously?
Yeah, I was like, why are you teasing me? Why are you laughing at me? I'm trying to get you to take me seriously, and your response to me trying to do that is to laugh? Why would I ever want you to take me seriously then?
Mm-hmm.
And this just kind of reminded me of that.
Nagisa, Kotoko, we are all allies here. We need to learn to get along.
Until you fall in battle, and then we will disown you.
I'm standing right here. You didn't mention me because you hate me, right? That must be it.
So let's all get along, okay? Let's have fun hunting together, okay? Yeah! As expected of our Monica, positive as always. I just love that about you. Of course, it's not just that. I love everything about you.
Fine. Let's continue the game. I have no further objections.
That's our vice leader. Oh, wait. You're the leader now.
The leader?
Yeah, I mean, that hero guy. What was his name?
Exactly.
Well, anyway, our last leader died. So since you were vice leader, you're promoted.
I'm the leader of the Warriors of Hope?
Yeah, that's right. I have high expectations of you, our new leader, Nagisa.
In that case, that's who the revolution was talking about.
Yeah. High expectations for me.
Good. You're so reliable. I knew I could count on you.
And
Oh, you're headed out, Monica? Where are you going?
off she goes to say something cryptic.
I have a little business to take care of. Bye-bye!
Business? What kind of business? Monaca always goes off on her own like that.
Because she's the reason that you have all this stuff. And she clearly isn't telling you the reason why she has all this stuff. So she has to go, work the stuff.
Prying into a lady's private life? If you were an adult, that'd be sexual harassment.
But I'm not an adult, so doesn't that make it okay?
Oh, could it be her tummy? Do you think maybe she just has to poop?
Ugh, you actually went there? That topic is off limits! Jeez, I hope you die in the worst way.
But I heard that going to the bathroom once in a while is actually really healthy.
You kind of have to use the bathroom, or you will expire, yes.
Excuse you, but our little Monaca does not do number 2! You'll just have to settle with mine!
We are not touching the subject!
Oh my god, girls poop!
Wait, that makes it sound like I'm a pervert or something. Oh no! This is such a bother! What if my good image is soiled by this?
His good image that he's tried so hard to cultivate.
What if people avoid me all the time and I can split them like Moses? Oh, that actually sounds pretty good.
I'm pretty sure they already do that.
And they probably just ignore him.
It was really interesting. When I was in Japan, if I ever needed to go from point A to point B and there was a crowd of people in the way, I mean, it's just you start walking through them and they do part around you, at least if you're a Baka Gaijin.
Anyway, there's no need whatsoever to worry about where Monaca goes. She's not telling us because it's something we don't need to know.
Yeah, I should remember to just focus on hunting demons. And also to always brush my teeth.
Don't adults tell you to brush your teeth?
Aha! Cheater! I won't let you get a head start. I'm gonna go hunt down demons as well!
For a moment I thought she was going to mention something about brushing her teeth.
You're right. We should focus. This is Monaca after all. This game surely has some purpose. Perhaps it's to send a message to the coward adults that they cannot win against us. Yes, that's probably it. This game can play a vital role in establishing our paradise.
Let the rationalizations commence!
You were totally against it a minute ago. Did the power of being a leader go to your head?
What was that?
Guys, Monaca said no fighting.
Hey, you guys.
Huh.
Thanks for waiting. Here you go. Some nice, freshly made milkshakes.
They're not drugged at all, I promise.
You're too late. Monaca already left.
My sincerest apologies. I didn't know how to make them. And of course, I couldn't look it up.
Is this how milkshakes are supposed to look? It's all murky.
Well, there's two things. Number one, I don't know how to make a milkshake, and you won't let me find out because you've cut off all communications. I mean, frankly, what in the hell do you expect? Number two, they're all murky because I'm trying to poison you all so that you'll die.
I'm not certain. I did make sure to add the sugar and the rendered fat.
Rendered fat?
Rendered fat.
While that does sound delicious, I don't think it belongs in milkshakes. But then again, I've never drank one!
Did you really intend to make your rulers the Warriors of Hope drink this swill?
You've never had a milkshake?
No,
What? What?
no, I'm serious! I've never had a milkshake!
Oh, okay.
Why is that such a big deal?
I think you'll be the one drinking the slimy thing instead. That's an order.
Is there anybody else out there other than Billy who hasn't had a milkshake? Keep in mind, Billy's not 14 years old. Like, we ain't that far away from the big 4-0. So if you haven't had a milkshake ever, then please jump in and let us know.
Apparently my reputation depends on it.
Ah, but how troubling. If I keep drinking it down, I'll feel it filling up my stomach.
Then I'll have to poop. You don't like that, right? That's what I've just heard.
But if it's your order, Master, I live to serve. I am your servant, after all.
Jesus!
If you drink that much rendered fat, you probably will have diarrhea.
Why are we focusing so much on poop?
Because little boys... See, here's the girls. Now we don't focus on poop anymore.
Alright.
For some reason, a completely empty station like this makes me anxious.
Yeah, I'm having Silent Hill 4 flashbacks.
It's dark and creepy. Weirds me out. And it's not just that. Like I thought, the trains aren't moving.
But if we walk along the railway from here, we should be able to get out of the town, right?
And then your bracelet will explode. Why is no one mentioning this?
Right? There's no mistaking it, right? I mean, we're gonna be saved, right?
Ugh, so noisy. We won't know until we find out, will we?
Let's hurry up and go. Let's just run from here. Oh, but actually, maybe it would be better if we pretended like we were dead to avoid attacks. Hey, Toko, do you know how to do a good zombie impression?
Okay, I've got it. All Komaru has to do is cut off her left arm below the elbow and then fling it out of bounds so that it explodes, and then everyone will think they're dead.
And then she'll bleed out and die.
I'm not doing that. Ugh, this place is so dark. I miss the surface where it was bright.
Well, it was really only slightly brighter.
Uh-huh. Very mature.
What's the point of going through the ticket gate? Total waste of money.
Well, it's not like we're actually using the tickets or anything.
Huh? Did we pay?
What? What?
But...
They just won't let you go that way?
Okay, whatever.
The train's not moving.
Duh.
Yes, but we already knew that.
Not really a surprise.
I know, but to see it in person stop like this makes me kind of down, is all.
You've already fought through various parts of the city, seen a bridge collapse, meet a new friend, and then watch them die, fight hordes of Monokuma robots, and then be confronted by like a 10-year-old boy using an NES Advantage to attack you with a super deformed 12-foot-tall robot, which you defeated by firing bullets from a megaphone that hack, and you're surprised to see the subway not running.
Now, Damon, she is the normal girl.
I forgot she's also hanging out with a serial killer with a split personality who's also mature and thoughtful and taking care of her. And it's the trains that bother her.
Look, you gotta cling to what normal things are there in a world this bizarre.
Jeez, are you really going to get depressed over every little thing?
Yeah, that's what Damon was talking about.
Yeah, you're right. We should just walk along the railway. Then we'll be safe, right?
Like I said earlier, we can't know that for sure. Believing a lie so strongly just makes the truth that much more painful. Pop idols aren't virgins, lottery numbers are fixed. This world is much easier to deal with if you look at it rationally.
Okay, the first one is surely right, but as far as the lottery numbers being fixed, I don't think that's the case.
I think you might have gone a bit off topic there. For now, there's no other option than to try, right?
You're right.
Something wrong, Toko? Are you worried about something?
Are you maybe worried about the bomb strapped to my wrist that'll explode if I leave the city limits?
No, not really. It's nothing. It's just... Didn't I tell you? I'm afraid of the dark.
She's afraid of blood, she's afraid of the dark.
Well, to be fair, the blood does make her unwillingly change to Genocide Jill.
Is that all? There's something else bugging you, isn't there? Listen, if you have a bad feeling about this, or you can sense some kind of danger...
Then please tell me, because I have no sense for this sort of thing.
What, do you think I'm some kind of psychic danger detector or something?
Well, you act like one.
If we're gonna do this, let's hurry up and do it now. We'll have time to think later. For the both of us.
Okay.
Yay. I guess since they're going to be in a certain order, we can assume that we haven't missed any as long as they're in
As long
that
as they're
order.
in the same order, yeah.
Right, so this is awkward, but we're totally ending here. I just wanted to say how funny it is. We decided to look at people's eyes and, like, the emblems and symbols they have that they're wearing. And so Masaru has duck eyes.
I'm sure it's supposed to be flames, but ever since he mentioned it, it does look like a duck raising its wings with its head to the side going, "Quack."
Nagisa, of course, has triangle eyes, which is way less weird than duck eyes, that's for sure. And frickin' Monaca has a frickin' swastika in her frickin' eyeballs. Frickin' Nazi!
Heil Hitler! Ha-ha! By the way, her birthday is April 1st. I trust her completely.